really cool as well that if Hermes paid tribute to Jane Birkin and like created like a sticker pack or something for Birkins, and you could like customize the stickers on your bag. Or I know that's a little bit Louis Vuitton World Tour, but that would be cool, right? If Hermes sold stickers for your Birkin, like how Jane Birkin stuck stickers on her bag. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you love shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Okay guys, so before I get into this video, I just want to say I went a bit crazy on the eyeshadow this morning. So I know sometimes I get a bit critiqued for my makeup. I'm aware I went a bit overboard with the eyeshadow. I got this new eyeshadow palette from Pat McGrath, and it's like the subliminal palette, I think, and it's got all these blue tones in it, which honestly I don't usually wear. And I just, you know, I went in for this like brown shade, which I thought would not be as intense as this, and I started going in and I was like, oh my god. But I just really wanted to get this video out, and then I started to correct it with like the light colors, but they just all have blue glitter in them. So anyway, that's why I look like this today. But I wanted to talk about Jane Birkin's Birkin bags today. So I woke up this morning and I found out that Jane Birkin passed away. She passed away at 76 years old. She had a really, full life. She was definitely a fashion icon. A lot of you guys who are into handbags will know that she had a bag named after her, the Birkin bag. And I wanted to make a video today about Jane Birkin's Birkin bags because I really think that her style and way of life was pretty cool, and she was just a really cool person, and I wanted to pay tribute to her by making this video. Honestly, the way that she wears her bags is really different to what you'll see on social media these days. We're pretty used to, especially, I mean, I'm an example. I'm somebody who collects bags. I have over 10 bags, and Jane Birkin is somebody who will completely use one bag and wear it to the ground and make it her own. She's not afraid to get a scratch on her bag, that's for sure. And a lot of her bags are notoriously seen, really worn in. She loves stuffing big chunky books in her bags, and I'm sure guys, if you saw a YouTuber these days wearing their bags like this, they would get a lot of comments saying, you don't treat your bags well, or what are you doing? But Jane Birkin, she was different. She really wanted to live her life, and she definitely did not prioritize handbags, which is something to me like the way she wore her bags was very refreshing. So I thought I'd do some research and see what her bags looked like. Now I found this article by Vogue where she was interviewed by them, and she said that there's no fun in a bag if it's not kicked around so that it looks like a cat's been sitting on it, and it usually has. She likes really wearing in her bags, and she loves squishing them down. She loves getting them busted in, and as you can see, she definitely did that with her bags. Like you saw her wearing it, chucking it on the floor. She completely stuffs her bags where they're completely misshapen, and I often see that she like wears her bag like this and fully stuffed, and then she's got her sangle like coming. See guys, like I can't even do it, I'm like too scared, but like undo this part to like allow it to open up. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know the story of how the Birkin bag came about, but she was flying on an airplane wearing her basket bag, and then Jean-Paul Dumas was sitting next to her, and she was explaining to him that she didn't love the Kelly because it was too small, and actually she would prefer a bag 4 times the size that she could also have open so she could have giant objects sticking out. So in a way, the Birkin, the way that it has this cinching thing, it allows it to be really fully opened up, and it's not a bag that is supposed to be, I suppose, only have one thing inside. It is, well, it can, but it's made to really fit a lot of things in, whereas the Kelly, I suppose, it's kind of designed to be shut. You can't really easily wear a Kelly open, whereas a Birkin, it's designed to, it's wider. And you commonly saw Jane Birkin with Birkin 40, it looked like, or even a Birkin 35. Now Jane Birkin, she only wore one Birkin at a time, and then she'd completely wear it out and then donate the bag, and usually it would go to auction. And there's been many of her bags over the years on auction, and it's a really nice thing that she does this because she I guess the money gets donated to a good cause. And it's said that in her lifetime she's owned around 7 or so Birkins, so really not that that many, considering that the bag was made for her, and also comparing to so many other people online that collect 20 Birkins or 100 Birkins. Someone like Victoria Beckham will have like 100 Birkins probably. And, Jane Birkin, yeah, she wasn't a handbag collector, that's for sure, but she was someone who really made the bag work for her. And when you see some of the photographs of the way she wore her bag, it's almost like a artistic statement, I feel, because you've seen her bag styled with like an open book, like with writing inside, and she definitely decorated her bags with things she picked up all over the world. It looks like she was really appreciative of different cultures, and she often stuck stickers on her bags, like whether she went to Japan or she had like beads on her bags. It looked like I don't know, those beads that like people rub. And then she also had like little charms. You often see that she put charms on the back too, or even luggage tags. And yeah, she really was not afraid to personalize her bag. And the reason she did this is because she didn't want to be like everyone else, and she wanted it to be her bag, and I think that's pretty cool. Now, I do have one Birkin. It's a Birkin 30 in Rose Poupre, which I've talked about a million times. But this, I feel like the way I've styled this is not very Jane Birkin. I've noticed that her bags, she has had a lot of different black Birkins from what I can see. From what I can see, her first ever Birkin was in box calf, similar to Linda Evangelista's Birkin from the 80s, which makes sense. It seemed like back in the 70s and 80s, Birkins, the Birkin came out in the 80s, but there were a lot of Hermes bags in box calf, which isn't as common these days. These days you'll see Birkins in mainly Togo leathers, like something like this, exotic leathers, and sometimes you see definitely Swift as well. But yeah, commonly you see Togo leather or Clermont. And it seemed like Jane Birkin, her first Birkin was in box. Looks like she had a Clermont one and possibly a Togo one at one point. I did find one picture of a Birkin she had, and it looked like navy blue to me. I'm not exactly sure, but then I thought it might be black. So let me know, guys, did Jane Birkin own any Birkins that were not black? Because it looks like all she had was black Birkins, and then she kind of trashed it and donated it. It's really cool how she used to style her Birkins, but there was a bit of controversy around her being connected to the Birkin. She seemed to be like really for animal rights, and I think she had pretty big values in life, and I don't think that she liked the way that Hermes produced the crocodile Birkins, and so there was a time where she said that she didn't want her name to be associated with the Birkin bag because of the crocodile Birkins, and she even suggested to Hermes to make Birkins out of plastic or even cardboard because that could be quite fun. And maybe she was kind of into making a Birkin that was not made out of animals. Yeah, but it was also said that later on in her life she kind of stopped using Hermes bags because they were too heavy, which makes sense. And when you get older, you don't tend to want to wear really heavy bags as well. But over her life she did have a few Birkins, and actually it goes to show that Birkins do last a long time, because like from the 80s up until like modern day, I don't know when she stopped using Birkins, but she had 7 Birkins in her life. So that's, yeah, she had at least one Birkin every 5 years, and she used it to the ground. Like that was the only bag she would use, which is really cool. And Jane Birkin, she's very much known for her basket bag, which if you look back at photos of her in the 60s and 70s, she has her basket and like her low-rise flare jeans, and she's also famous for that dress with the sheer look, and she's famous for that kind of like quintessential effortless chic Parisian style. But the Birkin, it's probably one of the most iconic bags ever. I don't know, I think it's probably because of the way that Hermes market their bags, make them very scarce, and it obviously nowadays has become a quota bag and very desired. Actually, one of my friends asked me, does this mean Birkin bags are going to be more valuable now that Jane Birkin has passed away? It's kind of like when an artist passes away, their art becomes more valuable. I don't think so, because I think a Birkin bag would become more valuable if they actually decided to discontinue Birkins, which I assume Hermes is not going to do. I'm not sure how she passed away, but I think the way that she styled her bags and wore her bags is will be forever a part of fashion history and a part of handbag history. And I think it's just so ironic as well how she really just trashed her Birkins and other people put their Birkins on a pedestal and like look up to them and think they're like little trophies, which is somebody like me, you know. It really slaps you back into reality when you see like maybe, you know, people value different things in life. And I think she definitely valued having beautiful moments in her life, traveling the world. I think she valued people and animals, and it's really interesting hearing about her life. And she's definitely an artist, you know. She definitely expressed herself, and I mean, she had a lot of drama in her life as well. But anyways, guys, are you one to wear your Birkin more like Jane Birkin? You know, I probably wear my Telfar bag like Jane Birkin. I chuck it on the floor and it's all worn out, and I chuck cute charms on it. So I would say I use my non-designer bags like Jane Birkin, but in terms of wearing my very expensive bags like Jane Birkin, I don't know if I have the balls to do that. It would be really awesome to buy a box calf Birkin, like a size 35 or 40, and just trash it. I think, you know, me and Winnie have been talking about this for a while, but we would love that trashed Birkin look. And I think it would be really cool as well that if Hermes paid tribute to Jane Birkin and like created like a sticker pack or something for Birkins, and you could like customize the stickers on your bag. Or yeah, they did. I know that's a little bit Louis Vuitton World Tour, but that would be cool, right? If Hermes sold stickers for your Birkin, like how Jane Birkin stuck stickers on her bag. I don't know. I'm just thinking of ideas here, but I've really never seen anyone else stick stickers on their bag, so I thought that was really cool. And obviously she has a really cool sense of style, so always someone to look at for inspiration. But yeah, I think the moral of her story is that she really prided herself in being an individual, and I don't necessarily think we have to look to Jane Birkin and want to be like Jane Birkin. I think it's important to find yourself and not be afraid to break the rules, you know, and to wear things and use them, and really enjoy your life, you know, and enjoy your bag. So yeah, anyways, thanks for listening to my blabby video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys on my next one. Bye!